Hello Swing2App users, this is a continuation of the eStore clothing app guide video. In this tutorial we will cover the following things: how to modify the sample template directly, then how to create and attach different Swing2App features with the eStore app, and lastly we will cover how to finish the app creation process and the preview created app on your mobile. Let us start by modifying the sample template. As I mentioned in the part 1 guide of the eStore app, each sample template has its own default prototype. For the eStore sample template, we have a drop-down list and drop-down box as its default prototype. By default, the prototype, I mean the menus of this template, are already set as the eStore default menus, which means you do not need to create and apply the menus and its settings from scratch. You can simply modify them from here. So let us see how we can modify the default menus. First, choose either the drop-down list or drop-down box prototype as per your interest. Now click on the head menu to change its name, icon, exposure and permission settings. To change the submenu, click on the drop-down box arrow icon. Now let us see what these default menus are and how you can modify them. The Swing Clothing Shopping is our head menu. Under that, the outer, top and the rest of the menus are sub-menus. When you click on any of the sub-menus, you will see what feature is attached to it. Now, if you wish to change the outer category name, image or other things, you need to click on More and then on the Edit button. You will be redirected on the product category screen. Here, you can modify all categories and add or delete categories as per your requirement. As you can see, all categories mentioned on the category settings page are the same as the default menus on the makers page. So, when you modify a category under the product category settings, it will automatically change categories present on the maker page. Like this, you can easily modify the default menus without much effort. Just click on the sub-menu, check what feature is applied to it, and you can either modify the feature or switch it with another feature. If you wish, you can also delete all menus under the default prototype and create the apps from scratch, like naming menus, adding sub-menus, adding products, and applying them to menus. To understand more about creating them from scratch, do check out our part 1 of the eStore video. Now let us move on to the features other than the eStore default features that you can add in your app. Features like settings, login, sign up screen, chat with the administrator, surveys, and many more can be found in the basic features under the design page settings. In the above mentioned features, some of the features can be applied directly and have no modification option provided, like the settings feature, and some fall into categories that you can modify or apply directly to the app, like login or sign up screen. And some features need to be created before applying them to the app, like the survey feature. Let us see how the sign up screen would look if applied directly and when applied after modification. Right now we have applied the default sign up screen. Let us modify it and see the difference. Go to the manager page, then go to the service option and click on the subscription settings. Here you can set the membership form in your sign up screen. This option is not mandatory, but optional. Now, let us move to the survey feature. On the manager's page, go to the service option and click on the survey feature. Here you can add surveys, but note that if you do not create a survey here, you will not be able to see anything when you apply the survey feature in your app. Let us see how to add the survey in your app. Click on the Add Survey button and insert the survey name, subtitle, the start, and the due date and the time. Once the basic settings are done, click on the Add a New Survey button. Here you can add single, multiple, or open-ended types of questions. You can set answers and set mandatory requirement settings. Click then on the HTML editor button to open the Express button, where you can have more customizing options, like you can set an image or adjust the color in your survey. Once you are done creating your survey, click on the Save button and go back to the Makers page to see how it will appear in your app. Like this, you can create the survey for your app. The Makers page is mostly to apply features in your app, whereas the Managers page is to create those features for your app. Once you are done creating your app, click on the App Creation button. Within 10 minutes you will receive the APK file on your registered mail. Android users can install and check the created app on their mobile for free. All important guide links are provided in the description. Refer to them for easy app creation. Thank you.